Hello and welcome to another session of Fire Up with me, Niran. I'm sure all of you all have heard this body image. Yeah? This particular word strikes a lot, especially in the world of fitness. I'm going to speak a little bit about that in today's session. Now, today's workout is going to be an upper body workout, so without any further ado, let's make sure we jump into that warm-up. We're going to have 4 movements for the warm-up. 2 rounds, 30 seconds each. Movement number 1 is going to be Cobra to Mountain toe touch. For that, we're going to start in that plank position just to get our hand position right. Make sure your palms rightly below shoulder. From there, you're going to drop your hip down, chest up. This is your Cobra pose. From there, we will lift the hips up as high as you can, and while you do that, you're going to touch the toe on opposite side, and then you're going to come back to Cobra. So every time you go to mountain, you're going to touch the toe on alternate side and then drop back to Cobra. Let's start. Palms rightly below shoulder, head forward. From here, drop the hips down, chest up, and let's begin. Hips up all the way, touch opposite toe, and then go back down to Cobra. Lift the chest up and then lift the hips up, touch opposite toe, and back to Cobra. Make sure you're breathing out as you lift the hips up. And when you drop back down, you do that again. 30 seconds in each. Well done. We have 2 rounds, so make sure you go nice and easy on round 1. Now switch. From there, we go to dynamic pigeon pose. We're going to 15 seconds on each side. Let's start by going into that pigeon pose. Cross one leg forward. Walk back with the back leg. Now, whichever leg is forward, I want the same hand to come in and up. So first things first, make sure your hips are facing the floor as you start. Okay, let's start this in 3, 2, and 1. Cross the hand in, lift it up nice and high. Excellent. Don't be in a rush. I want you to focus on lifting the hand up as much as you can. Pause there for a second, get that rotation from the upper body before you drop back down. Now we're going to switch side. Take a few seconds to set up on the other side. Hips are facing the floor. Now whichever leg is forward, same hand is going to come in and up. Let's go. Remember, the focus is to try and rotate the upper body as much as you can as you keep your hips low. So you've got to feel that open out on the hips and your mid-back. Excellent. From there, we're going to switch to arm rotations. For that, we're going to stand up. We will do 15 seconds each way. Start with your hands forward. Nice big circle. 15 seconds that way, and 15 seconds the opposite. Let's go. Big circle. Take the hand up as much as you can, and then take it back as much as you can before you bring it back down. Brilliant. Just 5 more seconds this way. Now let's change direction. Go the opposite way. Well done. Well done. Keep that nice and simple. We have 1 more round where we can try to increase the size of the circle there. Alright, next one, your last movement for the warm-up is going to be dead bug. For that, we're going to lie on our back. This is a core focused movement. We're going to start by lifting the knee up in line with the hip. Lift the shoulders up. So you press the lower back into the floor. Hand goes up. From here, alternate hand and leg goes back and front. So make sure you extend that leg out and the hand goes back. Then we come back to center and then we go the other way. So you're going to keep using alternate hand and leg, not the same hand and leg. Okay, 30 seconds. Start in 3, 2, and 1. Ensure to keep the lower back pressed against the floor. It is confusing when you're new to this movement. So take your time, come back, pause, think about it, and then go the other side. Ensure you're pressing the lower back into the floor throughout the move. Good job. In case it's too confusing for you, just do only the leg to start. Just keep the hand right here and just work the leg only. Okay, that's your option for round 2, just in case. Now, let's move back to movement number 1. So we go to round number 2. Cobra to mountain toe touch. Start in that plank position, palms directly below shoulder. From there, we're going to drop the hip. This is your start position. Let's start in 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips up nice and high. Touch the toe. Alternate side. And then come back to Cobra. Go in for your next rep. Can you hear the breathing? Exaggerating that so you guys can hear it. And just remind you all that you should be focusing on long exhales as you power through any of these movements. Well done, we should be done there. And now we're going to switch to the dynamic pigeon pose where we cross one leg forward, walk back with the back leg. Hips are facing the floor. Now whichever leg is forward, same hands are going to come in and up. Let's begin. In, up all the way. Very good. Remember, the focus is not speed. Try and rotate the upper body as much as you can. Feel that open out. Good job. And that's done. Let's switch side. Take a few seconds to set up on the other side. Walk back with the back leg. Hips facing the floor. Whichever leg is forward, same hand comes in and up. Let's move. Well done there. Well done there. Keeping it nice and simple. Getting in a good warm-up before we jump into a good workout that's coming your way. Switch. From there, we're going to stand up. Moving to the arm rotations, 15 seconds away. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Nice big rotations. Keep the chest up. Look forward. You can keep your knees soft. Remember, big circles. Big circles. Don't just go fast. Okay? Opposite way. Whichever direction you were doing earlier, go the opposite. How much of you can go? I want you to go big circle. And that's done. From there we go to dead bug, our last movement for the warm-up. Lie on your back. Remember to press the lower back against the floor. That's going to happen when you turn the hip in a bit. Knees in line with hips. Hands up, shoulders up. Let's begin. Alternate hand and leg. Alternate hand and leg. That's the movement. And not the same side. If it's very confusing for you at this point, our start is always just the leg. This is how we start. And the focus is to press the lower back into the floor. That's where the focus is. Good job. For the ones doing the hand and leg combo, make sure to keep pressing the lower back down, especially when you extend the arm and leg. You tend to lose contact sometimes. And that's done. Whew. Good warm up. Okay, now from here, we move into the main workout. The main workout will have 4 movements, 3 rounds. Okay? The first round is always, I'll take you all through each movement as in when we finish one. The next 2 rounds is when you get to push yourself a little bit. Okay? We'll try to keep the breaks minimal. Movement number 1 is push up to mountain cobra. What am I saying? Mountain cobra. I'm still stuck in warm up. My God, I need to come out of there. Alright, it's push up plus 4 mountain climbers is what we're going to be doing for our first movement. Here's how that goes. So you could do the push up on your knees if that's where you are working on right now. Wherever you're going to get full range of push up is what version you're going to, either your knee or your toes. If you're doing on your knees, here's how it looks. On your knees, you're going to go down to that push ups, hips and chest down. Press back up from there. Come on your toes. 1, 2, 3, and 4 mountain climbers. If you're on your toes, here's how it looks. Drop, come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure hips stay below shoulder. Our aim is to do 8 reps. 1 rep is when we do 1 push up and 4 mountain climbers. We're going to aim to do 8 reps. Okay? Let's start that. We'll tell you the next movement once we finish this. We have 4 movements for the main workout. Let's start this in 3, 2, and 1. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you drop your chest down all the way. And your hips are going down as well. Your chest should drop in between the hands. Head forward. That's rep number 5 for me right now. 3 more. It's okay if you're going at a different pace. That's perfectly fine. I will give you all a little time to finish a few extra reps in case you're breaking it in between. That's perfectly okay. Give me all 5 more seconds. Try to get in a rep or two if you're not yet reached that 8 reps. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now we're going to lie on our stomach for the next movement. You guys can watch while you take a break. We're going to be doing prone swimmers. I'm sure you'll know this. Hand up, bring it back as much as you can to your lower back, one palm over the other. Then again, extend it out, come forward. You have the option of placing it down every rep. If you want to challenge yourself, do as many reps as possible without placing it down. And when you need to, drop it. Aim is to get 10 reps in. Let's start this in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Back, bring it forward. You will be lifting your chest up a little bit. Don't lift the legs up. 4. Remember, you have the option of placing your hand down every rep as well. That's perfectly fine. But just try and challenge yourself to get a rep or 2 extra before you take a break. Go 2 more. I'm giving you an extra 10 seconds. Take 10 seconds. If you haven't finished your 10 reps, give it a little time. That's fine. Okay? 3, 2, and 1. Second movement down for round number 1. Movement number 3 is going to be pike shoulder taps. Here's how that goes. You're going to come into that pike position where your hips are high, heel off the floor. So you push the weight slightly forward. From that, tap opposite shoulder and come back soft. Don't slam the hand. Okay? Very important. 20 reps is our aim. Let's get to position. Hips up nice and high, heel off the floor, pressure to the front. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Tapping back. If you're finding this hard or you're hitting your hand down really hard, I just want you to lift, keep it down. Lift, keep it down. This is all I want you to do. This is the start. Okay? That's where I want you to start. Heel off. Hips up nice and high. I'm giving you an extra 10 seconds. I'm done with my 20. You don't have to be at the same pace. Take another few more seconds. Try and finish those 20 reps. And then we'll move to the next movement. 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Last movement is going to be the side plank hip drops. We're aiming to do 6 reps a side. Here's how that looks. Elbow should be directly below shoulder. Start by keeping your hips and your knee down so you get that straight line. Option number 1, the easier option, bend the knee back. Take your heel back, lift the hips up. From here, you're going to drop halfway, come up all the way. Drop halfway, come up all the way. This is the easier version. The harder version, or the progressed version, once you've got that easy, is you come here. One leg over the other, dropping up. That's what we're going to be working on. 6 reps a side, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Dropping up. Make sure you keep your hips forward. Elbow should be directly below the shoulder. 4, 5, and 6. We're going to change side now. If you guys want a few extra seconds to finish this side, do that. 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch side. 6 reps on the other side. You know your options, either on your knees or the heel or the foot. Let's go. 1, elbow below shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5, hips halfway down, all the way up. 6. Excellent. 5 more seconds for you all to finish. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. That was round number 1. We have 2 more rounds, so you'll know the movements. I will keep reiterating the techniques. Don't worry about that. Movement number 1, push up to 4 mountain climbers. Our aim is to get 8 reps in. If you want to do more, you're only going to do more once you've got the full technique right, which is dropping your chest down all the way and coming up with a good plank position all the way through. Round number 2, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Drop and then mountain climber. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know your options. You can go on your knees and do the push-up and then come up to do the mountain climbers. That's your option. Okay? But when you're coming up on the push-up, I want you to breathe out. Exhale. Yep, that's what you do. I've got 1 more rep in. It's perfectly okay if you guys have got more already. or you've broken it down somewhere. That's fine. Either way, I'm giving you all 10 seconds more. 10 seconds more. Get in as many good reps as possible. 3, 2, and 1. 5-second breather before we move to the next movement. It becomes more than 5 seconds. I just say 5 seconds just so I can rush you all. That's all it is. Okay? Prone swimmers. Hands all the way forward. Movement number 2. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. And back. Bring it forward. Keep moving. Make sure to lift your chest up just a little bit. So that way you're engaging all the muscles around the spine as well. Because this particular movement is focused on the muscles around the shoulder blade. You're going to feel that burn on the back part of the shoulders, your rear delts. I've got one more rep to go. Ouchie, ouchie. Aye, giving you an extra 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. From here we move to the pike shoulder taps, hips up nice and high. Okay? Now the entire shoulder is working, so you're going to start to feel that burn now. Let's get a position. Heel off the floor, hips up. Let's begin. Tap the opposite shoulder, drop slow. Tap and drop. Tap and drop. Make sure to keep that heel lifted. So what that does is, it throws some weight to the hands. So when you take one hand off, it really works on the stability of the shoulder. Just make sure that you are pushing the hips up as well, so you get the right technique there. I've got one more on each side. Giving you an extra 5 seconds. Try to get in those 20 reps as a minimum. Just aim. I'm always going to say aim, 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 because sometimes you might be doing a little less. That's okay. The point is you're here and you're giving your best. That's what matters. From here we move to our side plank hip drops. 6 reps apiece. So let's get to position. Elbow directly below shoulder. You have the option of going on your knees. Here's how that looks. Heel will be back. Let's go. 6 reps. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hip halfway. Lift it up all the way. Excellent. Great exercise for our obliques. Sure, all of us want to work on that. 4, 5, and 6. Giving you all 5 seconds to finish 6 as a minimum, or if you want to do more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's change side. Let's go the other side. Get to position. Let's begin. 1, 2. Make sure your hips are forward. 3, 4, 5, 6. Take 5 more seconds. Take 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. 2 rounds done. We got 1 more to go. That's it. Just 1 more round to go. Starting off with push-ups and mountain climbers for the ones who are feeling very, very comfortable. Up the reps. Okay, I'll anyway tell you when we're done and we have a little time for transition. Round number 3. Push up to 4 mountain climbers. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Excellent work. That's great effort. Whatever it is you're able to do today. Excellent. We all start from the first step and we got to go through each little step and each little progression for us to get wherever we need to, or want to rather. Got 2 more reps to go. 1 more for me to get in that 8, and that's done. You're giving you all 10 more seconds. Give me all 10 more seconds. Give it your best shot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super. From there, we move to prone swimmers. I'm still stuck with mountain climbers, cobra to mountain. All that's still running in my head. Prone swimmers. Okay, it's your last round. Let's get to position. Hands all the way forward. Palms facing down, and let's begin. Get the hands back. Nice big circle. Bring it back to start. 3. Exhale. Please don't hold your breath through this movement. If you need to drop your hand down for a second before you go in for your next rep, that is perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Give me an extra 10 seconds. Give me an extra 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Next movement is going to be the pike shoulder taps. We have 2 more movements for us to finish the main workout. This is our 3rd round. Looking strong so far. Well done. Pike position, hips up all the way, heel off the floor. Let's begin. 3, 4, 5. You know your options. That's your option. Just lift the hand up, drop it back down. That's your option. Hips up all the way, heel off the floor. Giving you all an extra 15 seconds with this one. If you want to keep pushing yourself. This is the last round. 10 more seconds is what I'm giving you all. It could be 20 reps. Some of you might be doing 30, 40. That's okay, as long as you're doing it right. As long as you're doing it right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, we move to the last movement, which is going to be our side plank hip drops. 6 aside. For the last set, let's do 1 for the road. 7 aside. Okay? Sounds like a football tournament suddenly. Okay, let's get ready. Elbow directly below shoulder, hips forward. Start in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping up. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, my friends. 6, 7. Giving you 5 more seconds before we switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch to the other side. Let's get 7 reps on the other side. Elbow directly below shoulder. And let's go. Halfway down, all the way up. Halfway down, all the way up. Excellent. 4, 5, 6, 7. Giving you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. That's the end of the main workout. That's the end of the main workout. Excellent work. Are we done? No, we are not done. We have a little bit something more. Okay. Before we get there, I want to have a small sip of water. And I'm going to also talk a little bit about what I said initially about body image. Yeah? That word has become a very, very strong word these days. I mean, yes, it's kind of gone to extremes where I feel sometimes it's misused. But here's a little thing that I feel about this. All I have to say is not all thin people are the healthiest. And just because somebody's on the bigger side doesn't mean they're unhealthy. That's a misconception. Just because you look a certain way doesn't mean your ability to do something matches that. No. Yeah. What really matters is what you can do in terms of your strength, your flexibility, and your cardio. Yeah. That said, I'm not saying just be happy wherever, don't do anything, whatever you're doing. Have goals. It's very important to have goals and achieve it and work towards achieving it. Yeah, so getting closer. But all my perspective on this is don't let that define your ability to do something just because you look a particular way. What really matters is what you are able to do. Okay? You can be any size but be happy as long as you feel great mentally and physically. Yeah? On that note, let's jump into the finisher. We have a Tabata routine, which means 20 seconds work, 10 seconds break for 4 minutes. Okay? 2 movements is what we have, which means we have 4 rounds of these 2 movements. Movement 1 is going to be butterfly sit-ups. I'm going to show you both the movements because that 10 seconds transition happens really fast. Butterfly sit-ups is when you keep your foot pressed against each other. Knees drop down to the side. From there, we come up as much as we can, drop back down. Come up as much as you can, drop back down. Okay, that's the butterfly sit-ups. Along with that, the one that's going to hit us today is the alternate single leg sprawl, but we're going to alternate legs. So what we do is we lift one leg off the floor, hand goes down, jump back to plank, like a single leg plank, come up, stand up, and then switch leg. Okay, here's how it looks. Drop, up, stand, switch. Go back, come forward, stand, switch. Yeah? So you can do the stepping also. You don't have to jump back. For the step, bring your hand down, just go there. Okay, you can just move forward and move the hand also in case. But if you have any sort of a knee or ankle issue, please do both legs. Okay, just step back, step forward, stand up. That's it. Okay, please don't try to overwork something that's already hurt. Yeah, just do easier versions so you can keep moving. On that note, let's jump into the Tabata routine. First one's going to be the butterfly sit-up. So let's get ready. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Come up as much as you can. You're going to try to get in as many reps as you can in 20 seconds. That's what we're working on over here with the Tabata. It's all about good technique and as many reps as possible with good technique. For the butterfly, you can either touch your hand back if you really want to feel that full range and touch your hand forward. That's done. From there, we move to the single leg sprawl, alternating legs, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Hand down, jump back, come forward, stand up, then switch. Remember, your option is to do both legs. It's equally tiring, don't worry about it. Good job. Make sure you're dropping your hips slightly below shoulder. And that's done. From there, 10-second breather, and we're going to round number 2. That's 1 round done of 4. 3, 2, 1, go. That 10 seconds just flies by in this Tabata. Remember, your option is to touch back, touch forward. The other option, hand up, just come up and drop. Both the options. Either way, just keep your knees out as much as you can. And that's done. From there, we're going to stand up and get ready. For the sprawls, please use your options wisely. If it's both feet, it's both feet. I'm going to show you all that this round. Both legs together, stepping back. Let's go. You just step back, step forward, stand up. You just move quick as you can to make sure it's challenging. But as you're standing up, lift the hips up all the way, bring it forward, and then go back. That's your option. I'm doing this with you all just to make sure you know that it's perfectly okay to do that. And that's done. From there, round number 3, butterfly sit-ups to begin. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. All the way up and back. As many reps as you can. As many reps as you can. Go back all the way. If you're just coming up halfway also, it's fine. Giving you your best shot, but go back slowly. Focus on going back slow, because that's where the magic happens. And that's done. From there, we switch to the single leg sprawls or both feet as well. We have 5 more seconds. We're in round number 3 of 4. Let's begin. Either way, just make sure you're dropping your hips slightly below shoulder level in that plank position. Ay, ay, ay. Ouch, that's tough. 5 more seconds. Gonna try and get 1 more rep in. Aye, that's done. Now from there, last round, make it count. Give it your best shot. I know the transitions are quick, but good job. Even if you're doing 2-3 reps, that's okay. Let's go. The idea in Tabata is to just give your best for those 20 seconds. That's it. Nothing more. There is no, you have to do so many reps concept. It's just about how much of you can do, which is your best for the day. Do that. That's all it is. That's done. Let's switch to the sprawl, your last one. Last 20 seconds, and then we can say we're done with the main workout. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Drop your hips below, parallel before you come back up, and stand tall every time you come up. Good job. We've just got 5 more seconds. Going to try getting 1 more rep in before we say we are done. Excellent. Hi, that got my heart rate up. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. Catch a breath, take a few seconds, and then we start the stretches. Just walk around a little bit. Walk around a little. I love the heart rate to come down nice and slow. It's not going to suddenly start to drop. Okay? Slowly going to go 1 beat lesser, 1 beat lesser. Getting closer to your resting heart rate, which is resting active heart rate rather. When you're moving around, it's very different when you wake up in the morning. The first thing when you check your heart rate, that's your resting heart rate, and the other resting heart rate which we're talking about right now is when you're doing a normal activity, just walking on a day-to-day basis, and that how much it is at that time. Not a brisk walk. On that note, let's just jump in to the stretches. The first one's going to be the eagle stretch, focusing on the shoulder. Here's how it goes. One hand is down where you bring it in. The other hand goes up over there, and then just rotate, curl that. Whichever hand is on top is the hand you're going to feel the stretch in the shoulder. Okay, I'm using my chin to show you. Great, let's begin. You're going to hold this for 15 seconds aside. 15 seconds aside. Whenever you want to deepen that stretch, just try to get the hands up a little bit more. The palm to palm. That's done. Let's switch side now. Other side. Now the opposite hand comes down. Let's go. It's okay even if you're here. It's okay even if you're here. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Wherever you can. Some of you might be able to get one palm over the other. Awesome. Gonna hold this for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change from there. We go to the chest stretch, where we interlock the fingers in the back. We pull the shoulder blades back together. We're gonna pull the shoulder blades back together. Elbows are soft. Elbows soft. Chest up, look up. Let's go. 30 seconds here. Gonna hold this for 30 seconds. 20 more. Just look up a little bit. Don't strain the neck by looking down like that. Want you to just look slightly up, allowing that neutral spine because you're lifting your chest up. So you can't be okay, there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Change. Now interlock your fingers in front. Keep your hands shoulder level. From there, I want you to round the upper back. Round the upper back. Elbows soft. Let's go. You're going to feel the muscles in between your shoulder blades being lengthened as you do this. That's the muscle that is worked when we do prone swimmers. As one, and the side plank also, you work that muscle. That's a very, very important muscle for good posture. Three, 2, and 1. Back. From there we move to the tricep stretch with a side bend. Here's how we're going to do that. Let's take the right leg back and right hand up for a tricep stretch. Now grab the elbow, pull the elbow in towards midline, and slightly bend towards the left. If it's your right hand that you're pulling in, bend towards the left. Stay there. You're going to hold this for 15 seconds aside. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center. Let's change side. Now get the left leg back. Left hand comes up. Grab the elbow, pull it in, and drop your upper body towards the right, since it's the left hand you're pulling in. Left leg is back, left hand is up. Okay? 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center. Drop. Now do the puppy pose. Puppy pose is basically focused on opening out our shoulders and the mid back. For child's pose, we sit back all the way. For puppy pose, we're lifting the hips up, hands go wide, and then we're dropping the chest down as much as possible. Okay? Try and drop your chest down as much as possible. Let's go. This is our last stretch. This is our last stretch. Keep your elbows fully extended. Keep your hips up. Drop your chest down as much as you can. You will feel the shoulder blades in the back being squeezed. Just 15 seconds more, my friend. Just 15 seconds more, then we're done. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out of it. Excellent. That's our last stretch, and we had reached the end of the session. Remember, take care of yourself and aim for a better lifestyle. That's what matters. On that note, it's me, Niran, signing off. This is Fire Up. Thank you so much.
For more workout videos, download the CultFit app now. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Cult.